How's it going there? I just want to talk about something I picked up recently. The AtGames Sega Genesis, and I just want to tell you one thing. Don't buy this. I want to show you some reasons why it's not something that I would suggest for anyone to get, and if you're in the market for a Sega Genesis, it might just be best to get something like a Sega Genesis 3 or a Sega Genesis 2 for just a little bit more. So let's go take a look. Taking a look at the system, you can see that it has a slot to read actual Genesis cartridges. On the back, it's the AV out, supporting only mono audio, as well as the power connector. On the top, you've got a power button, as well as a menu button, which acts as reset as well. Two controller slots in the front supporting original Genesis controllers, where I'll be using an original OEM for this video, as well as a wireless sensor for the normally included wireless controllers. For size comparison, here's a Genesis 3, so let's go ahead and boot this thing up and see what it looks like. Turning on the system without a cartridge will take you to the in-game menu. Here you can see there's a load of games included, many great titles such as Alex Kidd, Altered Beast, Columns, Kid Chameleon, you've got Sonic 1, 2, and Knuckles, as well as a few Streets of the Rage games, Golden Axe, and more. I was quite surprised to see quite the amount of games that they included here. There's also a ton of shovelware that's going on when you go further into the library though. For this video though, let's go ahead and take a look at Sonic 2. Right off the bat, I can tell there's something wrong with the music here though. It definitely doesn't sound right. What is going on with these ring sounds? The jump sounds terrible too, and even just ancillary sounds like hitting the boxes or contact from enemies or the water, it all just sounds terrible. For comparison's sake, let's take a look at what Sonic 2 sounds like through a Sega Genesis 2. You can tell it's much more clear with the ring sound, the enemies taking damage, the sound of the box breaking. The soundtrack also sounds like it's EQ'd way better, and the bass is not totally heavy and a ton of static overplaying the entire time. Now let's see what happens if we take a copy of Sonic 2 on an actual cartridge and play it in the AtGames. And unsurprisingly, it sounds just as terrible as the one that's actually on the system. I'm not shocked, I guess, but wow, does this just sound bad. Now let's see if we try something like a ROM hack, such as Mighty the Armadillo, which is just a Sonic the Hedgehog 1 hack inside of the AtGames. Whoa, 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 what the hell was that? Let's hear that again. It sounds like this thing is cursed. What in the world is happening? Everything sounds like it's down 2 keys. Let's see what it sounds like on a normal Sega Genesis for comparison's sake. That's much better. The capture card was also not doing it justice, but the image quality on the AtGames is way worse than going through an actual Sega Genesis. Comparing right here is the AtGames again, where it's washed out, and then playing Sonic 2 again, you can see it's much more colorful. I had to capture it from a camera, sadly. In closing, I have to say that I think that the Sega Genesis AtGames is just not worth buying. I only paid $10 for mine, and I just think that it overall is a waste of money. Sure, there's a neat novelty with how many games that are included on it, but you might as well spend $10 on a quality controller instead of buying this with some probably terrible controllers that came with it stock, or looking into other options like finding a cheaper system used, like again a Sega Genesis 3 or a Sega Genesis 2, or maybe even some of the other emulation consoles that are out there like a Retron, but I definitely cannot suggest this. I'll have to take a look at one of those Retron HDs though, I've heard some good things about those. So thanks for following. If you like what you're seeing, go ahead and hit the plus, and I appreciate it. Cheers.